Okay, so I want to know about the dating game in Johannesburg for you. I know you've only been here for 2 years, and but I'm sure you've met some people.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, okay, some people. I'm sure you met some people you'd rather not remember.
Yeah.
Is there anybody right now? Do you need a blanket, an electric blanket this winter, or are you
A physical blanket.
Are you straight? You good?
I don't know.
I feel like after 2 seconds, that's a yes. I'm sorry. I don't even know what you're looking for.
Well, you have to think about it.
So
like,
yeah, I feel like if you have to think about it, it's definitely a yes. Are you happy?
I'm happy. I'm very happy. That I can say.
What do you look for in a guy?
Ooh, the one thing I've learned is that I have atrocious taste in men.
Yeah.
And what... but I'm learning everything. So the things that have always been like on my list of like, oh, he must be smart and can debate hip hop and be like, you know, all these crazy things. I definitely am drawn to people like that.
Yeah.
But I think the older you get, it's just like it's kindness and it's people who are considerate and just so respectful. It's hard because I like alpha male. I really, really like alpha males. So, and I really do like creative types. But yes, I'm trying to redefine what my type in a man is. So.
But I mean, it makes sense because it is also what you like. You know what I mean?
100%. Like.
So if you like hip hop, you're gonna talk.
Yeah, fully.
About
And it's not just like liking. It's like an extension of who I am in so many ways, and even the creative field. So someone who speaks my language essentially. So
that makes it easier to date within the industry.
Yeah, but you can't be short. It's a deal breaker.
Being short is a deal breaker.
It's a deal breaker, yes.
Okay, cool. So have you had a relationship in the industry that you like, that was dope, or were they all just like shit?
No, man. I think, like, obviously there have been like challenges with relationships, but in retrospect, like, there's not anyone that I'm not in good terms with, especially, since I've been in Joburg. There's not anyone who I've been with that I'm not in good terms with. I like respect everyone, and yeah, I mean, I think everyone brought like something beautiful into my life, and they taught me something.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And it's just like,
aren't you cute? That's a lie. There's always somebody who you're just like, you know what?
No, there is. I won't lie.
You
There
know
is.
what, man?
But over the past 2.5 years, or the time that I lived in Joburg, I don't, prior, dude, people can burn and die.
Yeah.
So
Wow, people can burn and
they
die.
can burn and die.
I wanted to find out from you. It's such a beautiful influencers phase in our industry
Yeah.
right now, and people literally get to create their own careers using themselves, using
Fully.
who they are, their
Totally.
authentic self,
And they can
which I think
monetize
is
it.
incredible.
Yeah, agreed.
Who in your mind is like the top 3 movers and shakers?
Ooh, okay. For me, in the kind of the new era of like influencers, or like, people who are influential or like and are building their brands.
Bubbling under.
Right. Mimi Mvakali. I love her so much. Adore her. She was, not to like punt the throne, but she was the Throne's April cover.
Punt it, darling. This is the place. This is the place. Yes, guys. The throne. Mimi was on it, and so was Trudy, and so was Kenny.
Right,
All
totally.
And someone else is coming, and so was someone else who I've missed out. And
Lulama.
Miss Wolf.
Yes,
Honey,
yes.
on the throne.
Bro.
Yes, you know what I mean? Check out the throne.
I love you. You're like the best.
We're
love
plugging.
it. I love
We're
it.
plugging. Yeah, as you were. So Mimi.
Mimi, she's just so beautiful. I
Yeah.
love her. She's so authentic. She has such an amazing voice. And just standing inside and out, like her fashion sense is so too unique to her. She takes risk, and she's just so incredible. And her approach to content is nuts. Like, I've been seeing the vid, like she dropped a fight video, which was like, it blew my mind. Like, it looked like a campaign video. So I love her so much. I think she's incredible. My second kind of favorite influencer
You cannot choose
on
your
the right.
covers or your covers.
Okay. Oh no, I was about to
because
be
you've
good.
already stamped those. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
yeah,
they're already
that's
official.
true,
They're
that's
already
true.
official. You've already confirmed that you love them.
All of them.
You want people who are just like,
So my next favorite person, she's so amazing. She's so beautiful and strong and stunning. And she represents women in like so many different lights. Women who are like in business and in fashion and influencers, and she just like encompasses all of them.
what does she do?
Her name is Star Cooley. I'm not sure if you've heard of her.
Wow.
She's so, I love her. So the thing is, like, she's starting this new YouTube channel, this online show is incredible. Please watch out for it. And she interviews all these amazing people. Like, I love her so much. Like, I can't wait for her to just like fuck up the industry.
Okay, Karen. We don't know that hoe. Who's number 3?
Facts
No,
only.
not you.
Facts
Thank
only.
you. But who's number 3?
Ooh, number 3. Oh my God. I feel so bad because I don't know her name at the moment. I know like her at, and it's spelled like a little bit crazy, but she just went to, was it Brazil with, can we Google? I'm so sorry.
No,
So
check your phone. It's a conversation.
She just went to Brazil with AFI.
Is it not Kiffy?
No, not Kefi. Like she's
I know she went. Is it Mihlali?
not Mitlali. She was in Milan.
Oh, Mihlali was in Butter.
Oh my
Mihlali
God.
was in Milan. You're right, with Butter.
Yes. This is so bad.
Yes,
Oh yes.
girl.
Yes. Okay. I literally. That's why I don't know what her name is. Her ass is literally at TNXBK.
TNX. Oh, I don't know her.
She's young and beautiful. Her knowledge of like fashion is nuts. It's proper influencer knowledge. Her style is amazing. Yeah. I'm sorry, honey. I don't know your name, but I love you so much, and I think you're doing the most.
TNXBK.
Yeah. I feel so bad.
You are dope people's darling.
I know,
Okay,
I love
I'm already
you.
scrolling your phone. Let me take your phone back. Cool. Yeah, you know, I think it's so awesome. Thank you for mentioning me. I don't know why. But thank you for mentioning me.
Because you're doing the most, dude. I think it's such a beautiful platform that you're building. I'm so excited. Like, I stand for you. So I'm excited.
And this is your interview. What I want to ask you, what I want to ask you about the throne is, now that you are 4 covers down, and I'm sure that the pace has not changed in any
So
way.
it's only getting faster.
You know, but now that you are 4 covers down and you've proven to yourself that you can actually do it.
Completely.
What do you feel? What do you feel? Without you having said anything, what do you hope that people take from all of the content that you put out collectively?
Whew, that's a good question. That's a very good question. Dad. I think from the throne, because I think it's going to transform and it's going to change so much going forward. But thus far, for me, it's definitely just like profiling really badass women, like women who are just like, I know who I am, I know my brand, I know what I'm doing, and I'm fucking shit up,
Yeah.
dude. Kenny has a master's from Parsons. Twiggy is maybe the biggest influencer in the country. Llama, Mimi, all doing incredible things. So I think definitely just like establishing a voice for women to be like, yo, you know, I'm valid and everything that I aspire to be is valid. And
Sorry to cut you
No,
off.
no.
I just wanted to know, is there like an obvious or is there an intentional skew to new faces?
Look, I think starting out, the one thing that was like, I didn't have resources starting out. I was like, okay, cool, I need to hustle. What's the best way to do it? And I was, let me look at my immediate circle, and I was just like, dude, I'm surrounded by all these incredible women, you know what I mean? So definitely there will be like celebrities and bigger names, but I like the faces that I have right now. I think they're so authentic and so amazing, and there will be still a large kind of representation of the kind of women that are portrayed or like given a platform on the throne.
Okay, so it's definitely a focus on.
Yeah, we need new energy out
New
here,
energy.
dude. And the new energy, like they're doing fire things. So it's just dope to kind of give them the shine that they deserve.
I was thinking earlier, I can't say for sure that I can remember a woman you know, and I'm saying this lightly because, you know, there's girls in hip hop. I know. I know there's girls in hip hop.
Yeah.
I'm just saying behind the scenes wise, the last person that I can remember who was like vigorous in terms of writing, the culture, blah, 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 was Lika Sumba.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Completely.
Like in terms
100%.
of engulfed.
Fully. And like visible,
Yes,
like, you know what I mean? 100%. And where her voice just like transcended and was so powerful.
But now I like when I think about her and she is
A powerhouse,
She's a
fully.
powerhouse, you know, but she was who she was about, you know, 15 years ago, if not more.
Completely.
And so much has changed and so many doors
Dude,
have
the
opened and,
landscape is
everything
so
is
different, yeah.
But I want to know when you're still dealing with the same hip hop industry, because you know what I mean. She dealt with Squatter, Cash Time,
Dude.
not Cash Time, Cashless Society.
Yes, sorry.
Cashless Society, where are they? Where are you guys?
I
Anyway.
heard the saddest story about one of the guys' show. Yeah.
Okay, don't say it.
I'm not gonna.
So, you know, she was very instrumental in a lot of those behind the scenes conversations and things like that. And I know that things have changed because it's been this long. But I thought about it today. I don't know why I said often, but I thought about it today, and I wanted to kind of understand if do you feel like you got support, because we can be 15 years on, right?
Yeah.
But people, it doesn't mean people are 15 years on. It doesn't mean an industry is 15 years on. So when you're walking into that industry, tits and all,
Tiny ones, but still, yes.
are they taking you seriously? Are they looking at you sideways? Who do you need? Did you have somebody who kind of had your hand and said, listen, I vouch for her? How was that?
So I think the thing was that it was a bit of both. Like, I definitely had people who were super supportive and were just like rocks for me. And the women in the industry were super supportive, like so supportive. But hip hop is still a boys' club, really such a boys' club. So it's a lot of things like people not respecting your voice or your opinion, because what do you mean you're this tiny little light-skinned girl with a weave and fake nails? What do you even know? But I'm just like, and I think that's where I developed a little bit of a reputation as someone who's controversial, because I don't care, genuinely did not give a fuck. Like,
isn't that funny how and I you're very opinionated, you know, but I don't know if I would call you controversial.
But because I'm a woman,
yes!
Exactly.
I
if a man was
like
saying the same, yes,
completely. It's like it just comes with more rah-rah, because people are just ready for you to be emotional before you're rational.
Completely.
So you dealt with that?
100%. Really? And the thing is, like, it's like, how dare you out-argue me? How dare you out-rational me? How dare you know more than I know about hip-hop? And I was like, I mean, I enjoy it so much. So I think I kind of enjoyed the reactions.
And is there someone in the industry who fathered you or brothered you or kind of helped you navigate in some kind of way?
I think people who I really love, VG is just, dude, like, he's such a sweetheart. Like, I love him so much. He's been supportive from the start, and even just in doing my own thing, he's always been like, bro, do it. I really like support you, and I think you can do so much. Tabiso formerly from Cash Time as well. He's amazing. I love him incredibly. And like of late has been Slicker. He's such a mentor and like a big brother to me. He's like everything.
He's doing the things. Like for me,
dude.
I feel like I mean, I have this conversation with quite a few people, but I do feel like we don't have enough archives.
Yeah, fully.
You know,
fully.
I can tell you about Death Row right now. I could tell you all about Suge Knight, but I know nothing about Galawa Jasmine.
Completely. And I think that's the thing. I also really want to eventually get to a space that I can document historically what's happened, because an 18-year-old, like, I know the information I know because we kind of are within these like elite hip hop circles where people give you this information, but you can't Google it. It's not available readily anywhere, and people, it's so important. So I agree with you. It needs to be shared and archived.
Have to, because there's not many people that are actually willing to have the honest conversations.
Not at all.
I mean, look at Ricky. One sentence and people are just like, but did he say anything crazy?
But then he was blacklisted. He's completely, it was so crazy.
He didn't say anything crazy. He spoke the truth, you know.
But people don't want to hear the truth in this industry. And if you are going to speak the truth, you're going to be ostracized, you're going to be judged, you're going to be pushed out. But dude, it's the truth. Eventually, I think everyone who's honest is going to prevail, and I think I'm going to be one of those people. So
I think so too. I think you're going to be more than fine. And I think people who go through such grave things, it's weird because I can't account for God, and I can't account for the universe. You know what I mean? You know, I only know what is within my faith.
Yeah.
But I do feel like people that carry a lot of stuff on, stuff isn't put on your shoulders if you can't sort
100%.
I mean?
And if it's not leading somewhere greater, I think so.
And you've got to weave up your life using things like that.
Completely.
That's where the lessons come from.
Yeah.
And I think that's what sort of happened with the first publication with you.
100%.
And now with the difficulty, because obviously you left and it wasn't the most amicable ending.
No,
it hasn't ended.
Completely.
You did share a little bit about it on social media.
100%.
And people were shocked because you look from a distance and it's this amazing publication
100%.
that's just churning
100%.
out top-notch work.
Completely.
And we're completely respecting you from where we are.
100%.
I'm not thinking that Caron hasn't been paid.
Dude,
I'm not thinking that Caron has not been paid.
And I think that's the thing about like understanding, and that's why it was so important for me to actually start speaking out, because I think part of being a woman in this industry is that you are bullied and silenced all the time. And it's not just exclusive to hip hop, but like in advertising, in so many other industries. And I was like, this is not going to happen to me. I have been through it so much. I'm so strong. I own my voice, and I'm going to fight through this and just prevail and learn the lessons. and like use it to kind of move on to my next chapter. But I think the assumption was I was going to keep quiet and not say anything, and I was like, no ways, that's never going to happen with me. So here we are.
Do you feel like you're still fighting the battle?
100%, 100%. I think obviously a large part of it was that I own 20% and I was never compensated for the 20% that I own. So that's obviously still going on. But beyond that, I think it's just, I'm on the journey of just trying to move forward, but I know I need to close this chapter and all of the things, yes, to be able to do that, like 100%.
Because I imagine, I'm not in your situation, but you could let go of the stuff.
Yeah.
You could.
I mean, I was going to, but
but there's that thing in you that's just like, just to prove that point that I cannot be messed with.
Exactly. It's 100% that. I was going to walk away from the whole thing, and then I do not respond well to bullies. I don't care who you are. I will not be bullied in any capacity. And that's what happened. People tried to bully me, and I was like, okay, cool. Now let's pursue this in a way that like the truth can come out and everyone can take what they want from it, and then I can move forward, and whatever stays behind can end how it does.
Yeah. And now, okay, so you've left the publication, and now there's like, I imagine there's a list in your head that you're just like, if I could just get this, I'm straight. I'm straight. Is your list long? Is it short? Is it just 2 things? Like, what are you waiting for so we can close the chapter?
I want my money.
Okay,
Bitch, better pay my money.
So you want the 20% respect?
Yeah, completely. Interest, I think, 100%. Interest, obviously, there's so much back and forth about what happened, and I think a lot of people are trying to bury the truth, and I'm like, I own my truth. So I just feel like that needs to come to surface, so I'm vindicated, and my chapter can be just closed completely, and also to be like to other women as well. You see it all the time now with the Me Too movement and Khalees and all these different stories about women who's so strong and so powerful, but they have been quiet. Just to be as an example, I understand now, and I didn't understand for a long time, I'm in a position where women look up to me, not just women, young people within hip-hop, within fashion, in circles, and I do have a voice that has influence. And just to say, like, no ways, dude, like, no one can defeat you, this is not okay in this industry, and if I have to be one of the first few people on a platform that I have to fight this, I will do it. And to be like, no, it's not acceptable for people to be treated like that and people to take advantage of other people in the way that I had been.
I think it's really hard, it's hard to confront anything in life in general.
Yeah.
But when you're confronting what feels like a Goliath, and you're walking in a 5-month-old
yes, totally.
David, you know what I mean? How do you, where in that atmosphere of confusion, annoyance, you didn't pay me, you didn't honor me, where in that confusion does Caron step out and realize that actually, not my portion, darling, not
completely.
My portion.
It's so crazy. So I think from the journey that we've spoken about, from the start of like my life and everything that has led me to the point that I am now, and I know for people who don't believe in the universe, it sounds very like airy-fairy and like, oh, whatever. But I really, out of this whole experience, found myself. Like, I think the past few years have obviously, kind of chained me or were leading me here, where I just understood my value so much. I understand who I am and understand my truth.
And you think you're at the unwavering place?
Like 100%.
Where it's just like it doesn't matter who you are.
Exactly, 100%. And I literally, and the size of the person I have to deal with, or the giant, or the publication, or whatever it is, I literally have no fear, like no fear. Like, I am willing to, if it means...
So it was the undoing. So was it the bad stuff that got you here? I'm just kind of trying to understand how you go from all of that confusion to just being to an online magazine, to this, to that. A lot of people would have taken a week or 2 to sleep
100%.
in.
And I didn't have the time. It was go time.
You had no time.
Look, I think things don't go wrong immediately. Things had been going wrong behind for months and months.
You got
and
a little tap on your shoulder, then you got this, then you got this.
Exactly.
And you didn't listen.
And then I got thrown over a bridge, and I was like, okay, I might want to listen. Got it.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
So I mean, the throne was initially registered November last year. I didn't think anything would come of it. I really
Imagine
didn't.
that.
But I was just
So
like,
you did this while you
yes.
were still working, and you were just like,
100%.
you just register this.
Exactly. I don't
Wow.
know what, this isn't even like, something that realistically would ever happen. So when it was go time, I was like, I definitely had that moment. Like, okay, cool. Do I cave or do? I won't even lie. It wasn't even conscious reasoning. It was just like, okay, this has happened. Go, go, go. And now, it's been a few months now. As I reflect, I'm like, oh shit, I can't believe you did that. Like, that was your reaction. Like,
you realize that you moved.
yeah.
And you moved, and there was no pause. And I think, again, this is why it's so important to have you as my first, because I feel like, we don't create spaces where people feel like they can fail comfortably.
Yeah, it's 100%.
We don't create spaces in the way that we speak and in the way that we share in social media. We don't create spaces where people feel like they can fail openly.
Completely.
And when and I don't think that just because you move from one thing to the other that you didn't fail on the way. But
Yes,
just for you to openly do well and not do well.
Yes,
and struggle
100%.
and
Yeah.
this and that just makes other girls feel normal. Is there anything that you wanna say that I haven't asked?
www.thethrone.co.za.
Yay! www.thethrone.co.za, which is currently like your main legacy.
100%.
I'm super proud of you.
And just that, like, I haven't, and I think we spoke about this earlier, I haven't like scratched the surface of what this is going to be. So I'm so excited. I have big dreams and ideas, and it's just like 6 months down the line, or when people really start seeing what the throne is in its different iterations. Dude, I'm done with the game.
6 months down the line, life is going to be so different.
So different. So different.
Different.
Yeah.
I think on your side and my side.
Yeah, completely.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you so much. Thank you for the invite. I feel, not to get emotional, I just feel so honored because I love you so much, and I'm so inspired by you, and you are creating this massive platform, and you invited me, so thank you. I appreciate
it's important.
it. Like,
it's really, really important for us to shout each other out and have some really, really honest conversations about stuff. The great thing about conversations is that there can be a part 2, part 3.
100%.
So you know what I mean? We can always come back and have another one.
Amazing.
And there's always something new to speak about. Guys, www.thethrone.co.za for your daily fix of everything that you need to understand about the culture beyond just the pictures, which is really what's important. So check it out. Also, stay on her page at Caron Williams. There's is it at the Throne or at the Throne SA?
At the Throne SA.
At the Throne SA,
yes.
and at Caron Williams. Show her some love. Episode 1.
Done.
Okay. Yay!
Yes, for real.
Toast
Cheers.
to episode 1.
And
it's
to you
done.
and your
It's
amazing
dusted.
journey.
It is what it is.
This was so much fun.
Thank you.
I am like, love.
I love you so much. And congratulations on the throne. And
I'm ready to sip my wine. I'm like,
You don't have to look at each other, right?
oh yes, it's not real until
you're
you like,
supposed
can I blink? See, I fucked it up.